Hello and welcome to Sun Pose in Yoga. Today's peak pose is called Hanumanasana, or we also call this Divine Monkey Pose, and some call it Split, or simply Monkey Pose. And in this pose, the challenge is of course that it's a really deep hip opener. We are really taking our legs forward and see if we can come all the way down on our glutes, which is nearly impossible for most people. And then you can do it either in a forward fold, folding over your front leg, or you can do it in the more Divine Monkey Pose, stretching your arms over your head, looking up, and do a little back bending here as well. We will try to show both postures here in this. But what is really happening in my body then? Yes, you're stretching both your legs to stretch, and the front feet here is in dorsiflexion, meaning that we call it flexion. And the other is pointing like this. And we call this plantar flexion. And it's your quadriceps who's helping your knee to stretch. And of course a deep hip opener here. And then if you do a forward fold, you will have more flexation in your spine, stretching your back muscles here. And if you do take your arms up, helping by your deep deltoids here, and stretching also your rectus spine, and using your neck muscles, and also of course using your triceps to stretch your elbows here as well. So this is more or less what is happening in this pose. So what can I do in order to be open to do this pose, meaning so I'm prepared to do this pose? And I will show you 5. First one is Hanumanasana, the low lunge pose. And you can of course do that also with the back bending. So it's more like we are in the Divine Monkey Pose. And you can do it also in a high lunge, which is a little more complicated, more balance, more sweat. And of course also with a back bend here. And then when we come down, we can do the preparation for Hanumanasana, where we just come back all the way with our glute down on our feet here. And forward fold over your stretch one leg. Flexed here, dorsiflexion. And then we can do the sleeping big toe pose. Supta Angushtasana A. Here. Both hands maybe. Stretching maybe up. And here of course we're stretching over the calf and the hamstrings. And we can take it out to the side, and we use also the psoas and the pectoralis muscle. And we can do it in a more twisted way. This was B, this will be C then. Taking left hand here and opening up with right arm. Both feet flexed. And then when you come up, we can show the Upavista Konasana. And that is the straddle pose, seated straddle pose. So feet again stretched out here, using your calf muscles, stretching. And also the adductors here, stretching, piriformis, your rotators. And of course the inner hamstrings here, really stretching a lot. And when you fall forward here, then you are also in the flex. Flexing with your spine, stretching your erector spinae. You can do it with your hands on top of each other, placing your front head on top. Or you can also take your hands out here to your big toes and coming forward. And these poses are very good to stay in a little longer than normal. So more like a yin practice maybe, so you really stretch out and get prepared. And then lastly here I will show you how to enter this pose. We will both do it with a forward fold, folding over the front leg, and we will do it in a more Divine Monkey Pose. But we start off here with stretch front leg. Now I am going back to my right in a preparation for Hanumanasana. You can do it either here or here, folding over, Take a couple of deep breaths. And then simply coming up. And we stretch our front leg forward here. So slide your heel over your mat. And see if you can point the back feet. So we are in plantar flexion there. And we are in dorsiflexion here. And see how far you can take it. Of course, always challenge yourself, but challenge yourself just to where you can do it, so you will not have an injury, so not coming over that point. And then we show it here with forward folding over. And then we will slowly come out of this pose. And I just turn to the other side so you can see me from the other. And now we will try to take the other leg forward. I think that was wrong. We do the other. Yeah. I cannot find my way today, but we're coming back again in our preparation for Hanumanasana. Folding over. Maybe starting with plantar flexion on the back feet and dorsiflexion on the front. And then slowly sliding forward. Slowly entering this pose on the other side. And this time we will try to come in a divine monkey pose. Then just feel that you are in a good way in order to lift up your arms. So you find your balance, which is not so easy here, and lifting up. Stretching to a little back bend. I'm not back bending as much as I would like, but just do it in your way. And coming out of it, quite stressy, sweaty. So, but always when you do this pose, also if you do it in a flow, always prepare yourself for it. So be warmed up for this pose and do some of the asanas for opening here. It's quite important. This was Sun Pause and Yoga. Thank you for watching. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. You can check other peak poses on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Namaste.